Good morning, all of you. I am Archana Goyal, Assistant Professor in Department of Computer Science Engineering, Aryabhat College of Engineering and Research Center, Ajmer. This video is on topic of robotics. What is robotics? Robotics is basically the term given to the technology, which is a combination of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and expert systems. Robotics provides us a method to automatize the working of a machine. The term, this is the history of robotics. The term robot was first used in 1920 in a play called RUR or Rossum's Universal Robots by a Czech writer Karel Čapek. The word robot comes from the Greek word robota, meaning in Czech forced labor or drudgery. These are some terminologies of robotics. Robot, basically a mechanical device. It is a machine that performs some human task either automatically or by some remote control. Robotics is the study and application of robot technology in machines. Telerobotics, those robots which are operated remotely. Remotely means machines are somewhere and they are operated from some other side or with the help of a remote control or with the help of another area which is far. What is a robot? Robot is basically a reprogrammable malfunctional manipulator designed to move material, parts, tools or specialized devices through various programmed motions for the performance of a variety of tasks. This definition was given by Robot Institute of America. So we can say that a robot is a machine which can be able to perform a number of tasks on the basis of the functions for they are programmed. Like we have robots for moving material from one place to another place. They are designed to work as waiters. They are used in uh, manufacturing companies for assembling the units in automobile industry. So robots are reprogrammable machines which can be designed to move material, some parts. They are programmed for doing such motions for performing various types of tasks. Laws of robotics. There are 3 laws of robotics given by Asimov. Law 1, a robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. Means we can say that when we design a robotics, we keep in mind 3 laws that the robot may not injure a human being. They allow a human being to come to harm. Law 2, a robot must obey orders given to it by human beings except where such orders would conflict with the first law. Means the robot will obey all those orders for which they are programmed given by the human beings except for those orders which are conflicted with the law 1, means they are harming the human being or something else. Law 3, a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first law. So these are the 3 laws of robotics. The robot control loop. A robot can be controlled with the help of these 3 components. which work in a loop: sense, think, act. In sense means the intake they are taking or the input they are taking. This input can be a speech, a human command, vision exploration, temperature, position, distance, touch, force, magnetic field, light, sound, or position sense, through which they can take input. On this input, they can think. Thinking of what? They can they can plan the task, they can classify the task, they can learn something new, they can process the data, they can plan the path, they can plan the motion, whatever task they have to perform. On that task they can think. After thinking, they can perform the action, which is called the act. This is the basically output performed by the robots. Means move, speech, text, moving their arms or legs or tracks, but means the output, means the operation they have to perform is comes under the act. I say that robot is a technology made of artificial intelligence, machine learning, expert system and all. So what is artificial intelligence? First of all, artificial intelligence is the intelligence exhibited by machines or acquired by machines or softwares with the help of artificial knowledge. It is a branch of computer science which helps to develop such machines or softwares which are intelligent, more intelligent than the previous machines. Means they can not only take some commands or some inputs, but also think on them, mm, plan something, and according to the knowledge acquired by them, the information acquired by them, they perform some act like a human being. Major AI researchers and textbooks define the field AI as the study and design of intelligent agents, where an intelligent agent is a system that perceives its environment and takes actions that maximizes its chances of success. John McCarthy coined this term artificial intelligence in 1955 and defines artificial intelligence as a science and engineering of making intelligent machines. Intelligent machines means those machines which can think, which can perform some actions after thinking on the conditions present in front of them, like a human being. Uh, like human being acquires knowledge from their surroundings. On the basis of that knowledge, they make some decision, and on the basis of that decision, they give some reaction or they can act. Similarly, we artificial intelligence is a computer science branch, or it's a science or an engineering branch which makes the machines more intelligent, which can process knowledge instead of data. How do robots work? Robot is a moving machine, as I say previously. Ki robots are moving machines which are again programmed by human beings to perform some task and also gather information from their surroundings. Robots work again from a central microprocessor like a normal computer, but this microprocessor is more intelligent as compared to the normal microprocessor. Uh, this central microprocessor controls their movements, their uh, machine parts, like they can have, a robot can have a moving arm, can have a moving neck or a moving legs, so they can move, they can perform their movements, they can move from one place to another, they can sense their environmental and power sources, they can understand natural languages, they can understand speech given by human being as input, so they can work on natural language commands. So the robot is a moving machine that can be programmed to perform tasks and gather information from its surroundings. Robots work from a central microprocessor that controls their movements. They also have sensors for examining the environment and power sources. Types of robots. We have a number of types of robots for different in areas or applications. Like we have industrial robots. Industrial robots are used for handling the materials in various types of industries like automobile industry, manufacturing industries, textile industries, like handling materials, welding of components, inspections, improving productivity to produce more material, more manufactured products as compared to human beings, as well as in laboratory applications for performing some applications or some researches and so on. Mobile robots. These mobile robots moves around their on their legs, tracks or wheels. They have legs or wheels or tracks. Like uh, we have rover, the robot or the computer or the machine sent on Mars to collect the information regarding the environment of Mars. This robot has wheels on which they can move. In 1979, a nuclear accident in the USA caused a leak of radioactive material, which led to production of special robot which can handle the radioactive material. These mobile robots can move to the places where the movement of human being is not possible or very dangerous. So on those places, we can send these mobile robots for performing various types of operations, as I have given the example of rover sent on Mars. Then we have educational robots. These are basically robotic kits used extensively in education and training, like RoboLab and Lego and RoboCube Saucer. These are robotic kits which are used for education and training of scholars of schools, universities, and giving trainings to the employees. Then we have domestic robots which can further of two types. Domestic robots can be designed to perform household tasks, and modern toys which are programmed to talk, walk, and dance for children. They are basically like um, robotic toys for children, which can talk, which can walk, which can dance, which can perform further entertaining activities for the children. Robot components. A robot has four components: manipulator, rover or rover, end effector, actuator, and sensors. Manipulator or rover, this is the main body of robot. All the links, joints, yeah, and other structure elements of the robot are placed in this manipulator or rover. End effector, this is the part that is connected to the manipulator. This is the last joint hand. Actuators, these works as the muscles of the manipulators. These are servo motors, stepper motors, pneumatic and hydraulic cylinders, and sensors. These sensors are to collect information about the internal state of the robot and to communicate with the outside environment. These sensors are basically uh, what is happening inside the robot and also to the communicate with the outer environment so that they can perform their task accordingly. Some more components are controller. Controller is like cerebellum of human being, the part of human brain. It basically the controls and coordinates the motion of actuators, the processor, the actual brain of the robot. It calculates the motions and the velocity of robot's joints, and like human brain gives messages to the other body parts to perform their actions. Similarly, the processor of the robot also calculates the motions and velocities of robot's joints and provide information to various parts of the robot to perform their actions accordingly. Last but not the least, softwares. This can be an operating system. This can be a robotic software and the collection of various routines which are working in combination with the robotic softwares and operating systems to perform the robotic operations like movement, transmission of material from one place to another place, production, and many more. Sensors. Sensors are one of the most important part of the human, robot. So sensors provides the awareness of the environment by sensing things. Sensors are the core of robots. It is the system that alerts the robot. Sensing can be in different form. It can be a light, it can be a sound, it can be heat, chemicals, force, object proximity, physical orientation or position, magnetic and electric fields, resistance. A robot can have one or more sensors in them according to the operation they are performed, according to the environment for they are made, according to the operation they are performed. Accordingly, they can have one or more sensors. Minimum, they have one of these sensors, either light, sound, heat, chemical, force, object proximity, physical orientation, position, magnetic and electric fields, or resistance. In some special robots, these can be more than one. Actuators, as I said, they can are locomotion or manipulation, means for the locomotive operations, movement of the robot from one place to another place can be done with the help of actuators, and accordingly the manipulation of various operations is also performed by the actuators. तो locomotions में क्या क्या आते हैं? Locomotions include legs, wheels, and other exotic means like this. Here, these are the legs. Here, these are the legs. Here, wheels are working as the legs. Manipulators means manipulators are of many types. Degree of freedom means the degree to which they can they can control their components of motion. How much, in how much angle or in how much degree they can move their uh, locomotive components like legs, arms, and other parts. Second, arms, the convenient method to allow full movement in 3D, mostly used in fixed robots due to power and weight, more difficult to control due to extra degree of freedoms. Grippers may be very simple. These are two rigid arms to pick up the objects. They are designed to pick the object and move from one place to another place. So they are simple but rigid. They are more complex devices as they can have fingers on the end of the arms, and these fingers are work like a human being finger with the help of the various sensors or the actuators or the sensing uh, devices attached to them. Probably these grippers are to make the grip on the material, on the object, uh, for for controlling grip force. These grippers should be more sorry, should be more strong. And effectors in robotics, an end effector is the device at the end of a robotic arm. They are designed to interact with the environment. And effectors may consist of a gripper or a tool. The gripper can be of 2 fingers, 3 fingers, or even 5 fingers. And a tool, like it can be a hammer, or it can be some other tool which is used for performing the operation. Degrees of freedom. Degrees of freedom means uh, the plane in which a robot can move, maneuver. So, for degree of freedom, a robot required some components. These are rotate base of the arm. Rotate base of the arm is basically the base of the arm from the arm is implementing. Pivot base of the arm. Pivot base of the arm is like uh, our pivot base of arm is like our elbow, which is used. Pivot base of the arm is basically the joint of the arm. Bend elbow is like our elbow, which helps the uh, arm to bend, to move up, to move down. Wrist up and down. This wrist up and down is like the wrist of a human being, which is used to rotate our hand or our finger in all the directions. Wrist left, right. Wrist up and down is to move the wrist up and down. uh, and wrist left and right is used to move the wrist left and right. And rotate wrist, which helps to rotate the wrist in all the directions. Purpose of robots are used in many tasks: dirty tasks, repetitive tasks, dangerous tasks, impossible tasks. Robots assistance in the handicap can operate equipments at much higher precision than humans, cheaper on a long term basis. Dirty task means the task where the dirt is to be like a um, sweeper. They can be used for some repetitive tasks like manufacturing industries, where they are used for assembling the products again and again. Dangerous tasks where the human beings lives should be in danger. The robots can be sent to perform the operation, like I have given the example of rover sent to the Mars. Impossible task, the task which can be done by human beings, impossible. Un- those impossible tasks can be performed with the help of robots. Uh, in today's world, robots are also assisting the handicapped peoples, like robotic arm. Robotic arm is an arm which can be attached to a human being who have lost his arm. This arm works similarly with the like a human being arm. They have sensors connected to the nerves of the human being. They can lift the weight. They can perform all the basic tasks. They can lift the weight up to some range. uh, So robots can assist the handicaps. Robots can operate various equipments much better than the humans, more precisely than the humans, and in long term basis the robots can be cheaper. The one time cost of robot is very high, but in long terms they can be cheaper, because if we have a maid at home, we have to pay every month her a salary. But if we buy a robot, we have to give we have to pay the amount only one time. For long term basis it becomes us cheaper, as it can perform 24-hour operation to us without any demands, but its maintenance is simply high. Robotics application, the areas where robotics are using nowadays: exploration, like space missions, robots in the Antarctic region, exploring volcanoes where the human beings cannot be sent, underwater explorations, medical sciences. In medical sciences also, the robots are performing a number of operations. They are performing surgeries, they are performing nanosurgeries, they are used for performing various types of diagnosis of diseases, assemblies in manufacturing companies. They are used for assembling parts, they are used for handling the material, they are used for assembling, they are used for denting and painting, surveillance, security like bomb disposable, etc., and home help also, like grass cutting and nursing. Advantages of robotics. uh, Advantages, there are a number of advantages of robotics. We can send them far away planets, we can send them to unknown waters, underwater areas, mines where humans can be crushed or their life can be in danger. Robots can give us information that humans can't get from any sources. Robots can work at places 24 into 7 without any salary and food, without any uh, restlessness, without any uh, restlessness and get bored. They don't get bored. As they don't get bored, they can work 24 into 7. They can perform tasks more faster than the human beings and more consistently and accurately. Most of the robots are automatic, say, so they cannot be programmed again and again. They are programmed once and they become automatic, so they can go around by themselves without any human interferences. They can perform their operations without any human interferences. Disadvantages, there are, if there are advantages, then there should be disadvantages also. The robotics also have a number of disadvantages, in which the most common is people can lose jobs in factories. As robots, if robots will work, then the people working in the factories for that task or that work get jobless, and they will be uh, lose their jobs. And if they lose their job, uh, the joblessness will be increases. It needs a consistent supply of power. If they lose their power, they cannot be able to perform any operation. They required a regular maintenance to keep them running regular and consistently and accurately. If maintenance will not be proper, they will be they will be um, getting some problems. It cost money, means robotics are costly to make or to buy. Means a robot is very costly in terms of manufacturing also, and in terms of buying it also. So future prospects in robotics are, scientist says that it is possible that a robot with a brain will exist by 2019, but now till now they are not succeeded, and they are doing more researches in that area. Werner Winge has suggested that a moment may come when computers and robots are more smarter than the humans. In 2009, some robots acquired various forms of semi-autonomy, including being able to find power sources on their own. The Association for the Advancement of Artificial Intelligence has researched on this problem. Thank you. This is all for today. If you like my video, please share and subscribe it. Thank you.